on, guys? It's Saturday. I managed to drive the car all week long, and everything was somewhat okay, but I got a little bit of bad news. I developed a oil leak somewhere down by the front case, and it leaked on Ivy too, but it's leaking pretty bad on this, so I'm hoping that the front case ain't cracked or something. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's wet. The whole bottom of the oil pan's wet. The sending unit's wet. The suspension is wet. But it's dry up here. It's coming from directly below the water pump. The back of the block is dry. It's just like, it looks like it's coming from the front of the front case, like towards the front of the car, and directly below the water pump is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna take the harmonic damper off, the alternator off, just as much shit as I can, and then I'm gonna clean it off, put a spray purple power in there, and drive the car down by the hose and rinse it off, and then get it perfectly clean, use some brake clean if I have to, and I'm gonna start the car and see if I can see where the leak's coming from. Alright, so we got the engine all cleaned up. I washed it down really good, hosed it off, and then I used the air hose to dry everything off as best as I could. And Daytona, get your ass over here. So now me and Daytona are gonna look as I start the car, and hopefully we can see the oil leak. It's getting dark, so hopefully we can find it quick. Fuck off. Alright, so we got the motor running. It's gonna be a bit till it idles decent, but we ain't got a water pump running right now, so can't really fuck around. Rev it up a little bit, just go, no, not like, you know, barely, okay? Just keep it there too a little bit, okay? Just go, but not much at all, just a little. So we ran it quite a while, longer than I wanted to, without running water pump, but I can't see anything leaking. There's nothing. It's completely dry. There's nothing at all. I don't know, absolutely nothing. So what I'm hoping is, I mean, I doubt this is the case, because it was all the way wet up until like up above the auto tensioner, the timing belt auto tensioner, the top bolt and the auto tensioner, and like, you know, right below the water pump. From there down, it was just saturated with oil. So all right, what you're gonna do is we're gonna start the car, okay? And then, did you hear me hit anti-lag when you were inside just now?
No.
Okay, well, I want you to hit anti-lag, okay? Just do a little wham, and then let off. Just fucking hold it to the floor. And then, but only for, you know, like just wham, and then let off. So then as soon as you do it, like after a couple seconds, when it comes back to idle like this, turn the key off, okay? So weird.
1
There, good. Alright, so I'm back in the garage. As you can see in the video, it looks like the front case is cracked. Now the first, like Monday and Tuesday when I drove this thing, it didn't really look like there was any leaks at all. I thought everything was good, but I kept checking oil, I kept looking at everything, and eventually I could see a little bit of oil, and it looked almost exactly how it was in Ivy. And I thought maybe, you know, hopefully one of the bolts were loose, so I grabbed some wrenches and some sockets, whatever I could fit down there, and I tightened all the bolts that I could possibly tighten on the front case. And then the one for the auto timing belt tensioner, the top one I think is has an oil galley in it, so I tried tightening out those two, and I think that when I tightened the one bolt that I must have over tightened it, because it looks like it cracked like the whole way through. Now it's like really fucked. So that's what it looks like to me, just cracked from tightening the bolt down too much. But it was probably already cracked, not nearly as bad obviously when it was an Ivy, but I just kind of finished it off when I was tightening them up. So I'm gonna meet up with my buddy Alan tomorrow. He's got hopefully at least one front case I can choose from, and then he's gonna meet up with another one of our friends, Derek, and he should have a few front cases to choose from. So hopefully I can find one that has the balance shaft elimination already done, because when you do the balance shaft elimination and you put the freeze plug and the castle plug in these, you usually, at least what I do, most people, they JB weld them in, so obviously I'm not going to be able to get them out, and if I do, like, they'd be really fucked by the time I got them out. So if I can't get a front case tomorrow that has the balance shafts already eliminated, then I'll just order a balance shaft elimination, and then it'll just take a day or two before it comes from Extreme PSI. So hopefully everything goes perfect tomorrow, and I can tear this all apart tomorrow night and then put it back together and have it ready to go for Monday when I go to work. Alright guys, so it's Wednesday. Things didn't go exactly how I planned, but I did get the front case. I got two of them. This isn't the one I'm going to be using, but this is like a spare for now in case the one that I do put on ends up being cracked or some shit. The new one is outside in a bucket. I'm cleaning it, so it's soaking. I wasn't going to take a video because you've already seen all this shit before, and now especially with the motor in the car, it's going to be really difficult to see. But I figured, what the hell, I'll make a quick video here showing you what I'm doing. So I already got the timing belt off, crank pulley, crank sprocket, all that shit's over there. Timing belt tensioners are off, oil filter housing's off. I gotta take the pan off next. I already drained the oil. Hopefully I don't have to drop the exhaust. I'm trying to do bare minimum here. You see up here, everything's off. So I was gonna work on it the night that I got the front case, but I needed to get caught up in some sleep because I've been staying up like 30-40 hours straight, like 3 times a week. So I've been catching up on some sleep the last couple days, but now here I am. I stayed up all night because I worked all night, and now I'm staying up all day, and I gotta work tonight. But I really want the car done, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna try and throw this shit back together as quickly as possible without screwing up too much. So just got the car done. I'm gonna back it out of the garage, make sure it's not leaking. I started it earlier, and before I put the alternator and all that shit on there, to make sure it didn't fucking leak before I put too much of the shit back on, in case I had to tear it all back apart. Back together completely. Change that axle. beautiful that is? The front case and the oil footer housing and everything is all nice and pretty and clean. That's how I like my shit. I can't stand it being all nasty. Once I know for sure that this ain't gonna leak, I'll probably put the lower time belt cover on. I haven't ran a lower cover or any cover on a DSM in mad long, but it's been a long time since I had a fucking nice engine and shit in a daily in a DSM. So I might just do it, because when I take Ivy out snow drifting, man, that fucking front case gets pretty disgusting. That kind of shit just bothers me. It's gotta look clean and pretty all the time. Oil leaks and shit like that, I can't do it. That fucking stud's leaking, I noticed earlier. I tighten it down, but it still leaks probably. I'm not a firm believer in shit just fixing itself, you know. If anybody knows why my transmission makes that noise, let me know, because it's made that for like 4 years now. This transmission was in my Spider. I thought it was my draw bearing, because every time you push the clutch in, it goes away, but I've been through, you know, several draw bearings, obviously. OEM, of course, and it still does it, so I don't really know what the fuck it is. Turn the fan on, make sure it's not overheating. Make sure we get heat. I don't have heat yet. Not up to temp yet, I don't know. Hoses are still pretty cool. Well, I guess take it for a rip. Fucking old people back there staring at me. Can a man just test this fucking race car out for fuck's sake? fine. Everything should be good. I drove it like literally 2 miles, and I'm just gonna drive it straight to work tonight. So fingers crossed it don't give me any issues. I don't think it will. I'm pretty confident. But I'm glad to have it back. Excited to drive it to work tonight. I can't stand not having a DSM, man. I really can't. Bugs the shit out of me, even if it's just for a couple days. Can't do it. So I end up killing myself in the garage, staying up 30-40 hours and shit to get the car done, but it's worth it in the end. Temperature's good now. It's blowing hot air, so that's a plus. I'm gonna put the radiator cap back on, top it off one more time, put the cap back on, and it should be alright. Made it home from work, no issues, no leaks. I checked the oil before I started, before I left work to come home. It was perfect. No weird smells, no smoke, no weird sounds. It sounds great, smells good, everything's so good with this thing right now. I think we're home free, bud. Alright guys, so I'm going to end this video. I'm getting ready to do some iRacing before I go to bed. I don't know if the camera or these videos capture like the amount of bullshit that you might have to go through sometimes when you're a car enthusiast, but it's been a lot of work this last week or so, week and a half with this car, but it's always worth it to me at the end. It drives me nuts not being able to drive a DSM or drive my DSMs. Like it sucks right now not to have Ivy, but at least I have Nelly. It's a really fun car to drive, and it gives me my boost therapy or whatever you want to call it. It's a big deal to me, so I can't just let my cars sit and not fix them when they break or whatever. Like I gotta fix them like right then and there. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but it's a big deal to me. Hopefully these videos kind of captured that at least a little bit, because it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of stress, not much sleep. You know, it's not like this shit's been easy. They're running around to get parts and to do all the work, and then have the front case be cracked and have to tear the car apart to fix the front case, and the amount of things that are involved with replacing the front case. When the engine's out of the car and it's on the engine stand, that's not a big deal at all. You guys have seen that. It's really easy. You just sit down on a stool and do it, and it doesn't take long at all. But when it's in the car, it's a lot more difficult. But I got it done, and it doesn't leak. I drove it to work. I drove it home from work. I'm gonna drive it tonight to bowling. It's my daily driver. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know I've said this before, but I do find a lot of enjoyment doing these videos. I like the editing, and I like the bringing people into my life a little bit. I really like that. I like people knowing like who I am, what I do, and I don't know, to me it's just cool. So I appreciate you guys watching. It's pretty cool that you guys are watching. hopefully the views keep going up and I keep getting more subscribers. I've had a few people message me that have found me through the videos, and that's pretty cool talking to them. So I'm sure I'll be started on the next video this weekend. So thanks for watching, guys.